the other time it was too late, so I couldn't really do anything. And then they started moving back over here.
They're everywhere.
I can skip all of this stuff that we seen already.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Feeling good today, girl?
That is a strange
You have not set
animal,
anything
yo.
on fire today,
It's
have
very
you?
demonic.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
I'll show this animal enough love.
We'll talk more later.
I love animals, but that's crazy. Why can't that look like it's weed in there? Don't sleep again. Already changed his clothes. Okay. I'm trying to talk to them again.
I'm not sure we've ever had so many eager new recruits come along in such a short time. You must be...
Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams. Hunter, this place is like a resort compared to some of the spots I've worked out of.
Yo, I
Heroes
think
have
this
just
is,
gotten
what's his
spoiled
name?
these days.
Let me Google.
People need a place to unwind.
He sound like
Wouldn't mind a dartboard though.
that
Nobody
fighter
knows
that's
exactly
nice.
what it is you
Oh,
remember,
Beetlejuice just came
so
out
they'll
with something.
probably want to hold your hand for a minute.
Midnight Marvel.
Don't take it personally.
Marvels.
Guess I can put away the
Midnight.
garlic. Won't do much good against
Let
Hydra.
me see. I'll tell you his name right now. I know.
Captain
Yep, it
Marvel
is
is an
him. Michael J. White is playing Blade. He sounds just like him.
Right, and now Stark is hard at work in the Forge coming up with something for the hunt.
You should see some of the vampire nightclubs they've got these days.
They got some
The Hunter
professional
needs it
voice
to enter
actor,
that
but
list.
he'll be a good Blade.
Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony will start pouting if you keep him waiting too long.
Okay, let's see.
Man, heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place. Sorry if I went a little heavy on the aftershave, but it's not easy covering up.
Do I look like a Tony? Yes? You have problem? Yes? You have problem?
Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited. More doesn't mean better. If they want to be part of the team, they'll have to earn it.
Prepare for a long wait.
For all of us, or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
I don't recall ever having this many active sons at one time. I suppose it should be reassuring.
Somebody messaged you.
Next thing I know, the Sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
So all this stuff that I got from before, now I gotta get it again. You don't want to do all that. I thought it saved though. Alright, let's do this again. Skip.
Hunter, your new attire suit. I know.
You...
You.
You lost...
I appreciate that, Hunter. Man, with
Lilith,
your work. But in your ancients. What? This
I had to do that. Do not want to do it again. Okay. Let's see if I have anything. Okay.
Anytime. I tried. Try.
I guess.
Just. Oh my.
See?
What? But magic.
I
forgot.
What?
What?
It's cute. What? From where you're.
I still think it could have been.
Just. What's on your mind, boss? Now, I doubt advanced gamma give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Nice.
Take your pick, Hunter.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Later.
What is this? Ah, I see. Intriguing.
Welcome to the caretaker.
None.
All right then. What's up?
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did you become a Dhampir?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Oh my God!
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to...
Hey. What's up?
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. All right, then.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
On the prowl? What's up?
Can I...
Do your thing.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore.
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, You're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chunk.
What exactly is a Central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
Excited for another mission? I'm excited. I'm probably not even going.
You're just lucky Tony knows how to reach me. It's hard to explain exactly how far out I was in terms of this space-time.
So far, this whole thing feels almost like an Avengers operation. Except for Blade, right? I guess he is a pretty huge exception when you think about it.
Throughout its existence, various sects within Hydra have taken an interest in occult artifacts and other objects of power. Encouraged by Lilith, they've no doubt taken up the task of renewed zeal.
Let me know when you want to get serious. I've got a few spells I've been dying to try out on someone.
What you doing, Charlie?
heard Blade take off last night, but...
If Caretaker's gonna let Blade go up on it...
Looks like your mother has made another mess for you to clean up.
I've heard of Dr. Faustus in passing, but I've never bothered to look into him before. It was just recent.
Superhero walk.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me...
Very.
This area in particular?
Occasionally.
Looking forward to going... Don't worry. This is a different portal to a different location. One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydra's. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce. That was something. I'm on it. Is that all?
Some for the rest of us.
For the mother! Deja vu.
They are still coming for me.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Come get it. You kissed a mother with that mouth?
Watch this. Watch and
Hail that!
The light is on our side.
I owe you one.
We will never forsake her.
Does someone feel a breeze?
Our belts are responding.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
or no, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys. You asked for it.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
Even for Hydra.
Position compromised.
Pathetic.
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
This shall be of great help. Vampires are not the only ones who can fear me.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
You were too weak for this fight.
That's it.
go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device. Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Can't come this way.
Ready up. Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string. Well, that's exciting. I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
We serve until the end!
That's just about enough of this.
You really want to keep doing that?
Oh, he knocked him down, though.
I've been waiting.
More of them are joining the fight.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Really ducking.
It's on.
Okay.
how that works. Take this!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They focus on me.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
These fanatics are always the same.
Thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
This is getting old.
All right, you're starting to piss me off.
Frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Exactly what I needed.
Just for
you! You make that look almost too easy.
Don't blink.
Now that was something.
You asked for it.
do it.
requires aid.
Is that everyone?
Think these guys got their tactics from the back of a magazine. Here we go.
Your mother abandons you.
We've done it!
Yeah, Blade is still down.
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I am a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Oh, made the door disappear.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
Well, it's the chick that
I
actually
will meet
played
you
in the
outside.
Runaways.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
There's a lot of characters in this game. Let's see. The dog disappeared. No sleep.
I'm kind of getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once every 10,000 years? I don't know either, because I don't hoard junk.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Hey, Charlie Warley Puppy Face.
I don't need the key to open that. It's not my room. Yeah, that's my room. Okay, wait, am I? This is me right here, right? Okay. This is the caretaker room. Iron Man. Who's in the yard? I'm here. So if I keep going down this way, let me see. How do I zoom in? Wait, there we go. That's on outside. I need to go back in here. Back this way. Yeah. I can't go in their room. Anybody in their room? They sleep. Okay. She sleep. And Blade is on the yard. Where's this other chick? What's up, Chris? Yes. Oh, there she go. No, this is Strange. It's Captain Marvel. It's Iron Man. This is the Caretaker. It's Nico. That's the dog. And what's the other chick, man? It's Blade. We'll go see Blade.
Aside from our approach, everything went pretty smooth as far as I'm concerned. Nico's got something planned for you.
Yeah, go see what it is. See what she wants.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty... I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... She didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in L.A. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you. But I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that, especially given her current situation. Wanda, Agatha, it seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
See what we gotta do.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's.
She trying to
Maybe that's why you're the
risk
first.
him when she dead.
The first?
To commune with
Midnight
the
Sun.
spirits, of course.
Marvel Midnight Suns.
Is this
With
a trick
Blade.
of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No,
it's no
I'm some
trick, dear.
character that's
You're
a
just the
hunter.
first to see me.
Wolverine,
By
Scarlet
now
Witch,
you've heard I had a bit of trouble
Iron
with
Man,
my
Doctor Strange.
corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
She's
You
sweet.
are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil.
It's like, don't do it.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their... As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight. Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us. Your mother abandoned you. You had your chance to escape. Feel my call.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
You can imagine why Sarah was so... If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her role as caretaker after the goddess herself. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
like it.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after the two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circle. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier?
The goddess of order approved. She does not see it happening.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it.
Jaden went to go play the game?
It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the
'cause I
way
wanna
from
lay down a little
Transia.
bit.
Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the century. And now I'm rambling. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night?
Okay, this is taking forever.
Let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night.
I think I'm gonna end it from here.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm exhausted.